Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm Oli Pepe, and if you're returning subscriber, thanks so much for coming back. I really appreciate you. So guys, on today's video I come bearing another story time. So guys, as you guys can see from this title, I'm going to be telling you guys the story time of this one time of how I used to be friends with a snake. Not like a snake per se, but like this girl, her attitude, her behavior, or let me just say the role she played in this whole story time was just very snaky like. So you guys are going to be hearing the old tea. And yeah, before I start, please can you subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a big thumbs up, and yeah, just giving you guys a heads up that by the time I drop this video, Kasala is going to box. Like the people involved, or like people who know about the people involved, I'm just going to go and tell the people involved, and I have a feeling they're going to come for me. So there's going to be like 5, either social media fights or physical fights when we resume. Anyways,
yeah.
And also, just in case you guys see me on Instablog Niger, I'm just giving you guys a heads up, okay? This is my whole side of the story. Yeah, so I guess with all that said, let's dive right into the video. This actually happened like a while ago, like Koti Perara at all, but I don't know, I'm going to tell you guys the reason why I actually remember this story time, but like I don't know, but anyways. And mind you, at this point in my life, I was still like, I had a business running. I was selling thrifts in school, like kind of like the side also. So but anyway, I don't do that anymore because that business was just too stressful go. And yeah, I just had to. At that point, I was still selling thrifts, and I had to make a delivery to this my friend. I'm going to be naming her Cupcake. And yeah, and the funny thing is the fact that, guys, when I tell you that I'm not someone that used to like go and visit people, I'm someone who enjoys people's company when people are in my space rather than being in other people's space. Do you understand? So don't get it twisted and think that, oh, I went there to go and like chill with them. I actually had to make a delivery for them, for my friend on that day, Cupcake. And when I got to her room, she had 2 other roommates, and I'm going to be naming them. I'm just going to be maintaining this particular girl I'm about to speak about's name. I'm going to be maintaining her name as Snake. I'm going to be very, very petty in this video because that girl. And then I'm going to be naming the second one Timmy, like Timmy. So on this particular day, I had to make a delivery to my friend Cupcake. And then when I got to her room, of course, instead of me to drop the item that I came to deliver, I decided to chew and just like gist and everything. So I was talking to my friends. Our roommates were actually present. The 2 of them, they were present. And then as we were gisting, then she kept like, that my friend Cupcake, she kept throwing bangs towards our 3rd roommate. That's Tokwe. Should I use that name? That name is weird. I'm going to change her name. Shakura Jollof. So I think I'm going to change Tim Tokwe's name to Jollof. Because there's actually a bowl of jollof rice right in front of me. So she was throwing bangs towards her roommate Jollof, and she was like that Jollof, you better don't kill yourself. Then obviously I had to ask. So now I was forced to ask because it was none of my business initially. I just said I chose to mind my business, but like obviously I had to ask at this point. I was just like, oh, that was wrong with that. And yeah, they opened up about the whole issue. And by the way, guys, this was what happened. She was like, Jollof was on the phone with her boyfriend, and by the way, her boyfriend does not attend the same school as us, so it's kind of like a long distance relationship. But like the guy lives in IB, but he does not school in IB. He schools in one private uni like that. I'm not going to say his name. This particular day, she had called him, and while on the phone with him, she was hearing like as if the guy was at the bus stop, and they were you know how like conductors call call out destinations. Do you guys get, like, oh, how they're like Lekki? Do you understand? So they are calling out the particular destination that was located in IB, and she could hear in the background as she was speaking to her boyfriend that was not supposed to be in IB at that moment, that was supposed to be in school in another city. So she kind of like assumed that he was around in IB, and he probably wanted to, like, you know, surprise her, give her like a surprise visit and everything, so she had kind of like, she had her hopes up, and she was like anticipating his welcome, and apparently later in the night, that was like earlier in that day, so like later she like called him, and then she was like, where are you? And then the guy's like, oh, I'm at so place, another city. And then she's like, wow, that when we were speaking earlier in the day, I thought you were in IB, and I thought you were going to come and see me or something. And then the guy's like, no. Like, why would you even think such and everything, Shada? Fine, I was in IB at that moment, but like, I just had to stop over at IB to get another bus going to the next city that I'm currently in. I don't know if you guys understand. So like, the guy's school's here, city A, had to stop in city B, IB, to get the bus going to city C. Do you guys understand? So at the moment when she called him, he was in city B, that is IB. That's why she heard like background noises of like a random conductor calling a familiar location in IB. I hope that makes sense. So the guy should like that, oh, that he's not around, he's not in IB and everything, that, oh, she mistake. Then that was why she was sad, that's why she was sad and everything. And our main problem was the fact that he didn't communicate the fact that he was living where he was, that he was supposed to be in school, and didn't communicate the fact that he was traveling or anything to her. And also the fact that she was just sad because she actually, like, you know, had her hopes up, and she was like excited. She thought she was going to see him on that day, and apparently she was foolish, because when she was actually telling me that story, me in my mind I was just like, I'm like, he did not tell you with his mouth, you now got all excited alone in your chest and in your mind. You guys, I'm not even joking. This girl already like dressed up, she had her bath, she was like really expecting him. Someone that did not tell you that he was coming to come and see you or anything, just because you just said. See, girls that are in love, they used to usually use their sense. Anyways, so when she was actually telling me the story, like I said, I had a look in my sister, but like all that was just in my head. But like, I just had to be like, oh hey, yeah, sorry and everything, mind you guys, on this particular day there was this really huge party that was going to happen on campus on that day. And when I tell you guys, this party was like very, very huge. The PR for that party was so good. And by the way, this party was not even a UI party. Like, this party was not, it was not one of, like, this party was not organized by my school, but like the PR was so good that most UI students actually attended that party. Like, there's almost anybody you do not see at that party. Me myself, I hardly attend like school parties. If I want to chill, I like to chill with my friends personally, go to a club, or like, you know, just hang out to get drinks and stuff. But like, I rarely attend school parties. It's just not my thing. I don't know. But like, I actually attended this one because more like I actually knew the organizers and the PR. When I tell you guys, the PR was like so dope. Everybody went. Like, that party was very, very lit. So that party was happening that night. So I was asking my friend Cupcake, I'm like, oh, are you going for that party that is happening tonight? And then she's like, nah, that she's supposed to like hang out with her boyfriend later on that evening. I'm like, hello, God, when? So now I asked the roommates, I'm like, oh, jollof, will you also be attending this big party happening tonight? And then she's like, nah, that she would just rather stay inside, that she's not in the mood. She was actually like so sad that night because she was not like, her boyfriend actually disappointed her. More like she disappointed herself, but like she was so sad because her boyfriend disappointed her that he didn't show up and everything for the surprise that she planned in her head. Being so dramatic. This girl was actually like playing sad songs. Like she was on her bed all down and she was playing sad songs. I'm just like bro. Party and Russia. So fast forward to when I got to the party, I had not even settled down. Like I literally just arrived at the party. I was still trying to like find my bearing, trying to find like spots where I could chill and everything. You know, like parties are always packed. You just have to like pick a space and just, you know, hang out around that side all through the night. So now I just arrived at this party. I was still trying to find my bearing. Just guess where I ran into? Nah, just guess. I had not even settled down. Like I just entered and the person I ran into was this girl's boyfriend. Yeah, I ran into Jolloph's boyfriend. Men will embarrass you. Men are shit. Men are scum. All men do is what? All men do is lie. All men do is lie. I'm like, what? You know what's funny is the fact that when I saw this boy, I could have carried my face, but the situation was the fact that we both saw each other almost at the same time. Like, you know that kind of situation where you like look and the person looks and you guys just like look at each other at the same time. You cannot carry your face again. And another thing is the fact that I've never actually met this boy. Like I've never like properly been introduced to this boy. I've never actually even met him physically, but I know him because I would always see his picture on her WhatsApp. Like she will always post his picture on her status and stuff. And apparently, I guess he also knew me from her status because once in a while she used to post my pictures. And also I guess sometimes when I post, what am I trying to say? Sometimes when I send BC for a new video, like on my WhatsApp, I guess she used to post for me. So I guess the guy recognized me from, you know, my YouTube post because he actually referred to me as Oli Pepe. He didn't call me my actual name. So I guess he knew that. Okay, yeah. So when we actually like saw, back to the gist, we actually like saw almost at the same time, face to face. I could not carry my eyes again. And what was so funny was fact that he was actually the one that greeted me by himself. Like he actually waved at me. So I'm like, okay, I guess this boy actually like knows me, recognizes me and stuff. So I like approached his where he was sitting. Sha, he had a table in front of him with drinks and shisha. He was with two of his other friends, and yeah, he was with a girl. Very vital information. He was with a girl, guys. Men are trash. Lórí burúkú ni gbogbo wọn. Lórí burúkú. It was with a girl. So I approached their table and where they were chilling, sha. And them, I don't know if I should explain the sitting arrangements. The girl he was with, because let me tell you, the girl was all like twisted with him. Do you guys understand? The girl was actually like leaning on him, sha. So the girl was sitting, okay, fine. The girl was sitting at the extreme end. He was sitting next to the girl, another girl that was meant for his friend, for his other friend, I guess. He was with two of his friends. Another girl that was meant for his other friend was sitting right after him. Then his friend was sitting. So I guess that chair was not long enough. Then the third friend, I don't think that one had a babe. Then the third friend was standing. So now I'm facing them. So the third friend is standing next to me. So now I'm like, oh hi, I approached him, and by the way, music was blasting. Of course, it's a party. So there was like loud music. So at this point I was actually shouting. I'm like, hi, and he's like, hello. It's like only pepper, right? Then I actually shouted, I'm like, yes, I have to give him a name. I'm going to name him Donkey, because that boy is actually a big fool, a big fat fool. Very, very foolish boy. I'm going to name him Donkey. By the way, you guys, I'm actually going to be so petty in this video. I don't care. I do not care, okay? So I guess I was just like that, oh, that you are Donkey, Jolloff's boyfriend. The friend that was like really, really close to me, that was standing, actually like tapped me, and he gave me like a kind of like signal that that why will you do that? That he was giving like, can't you see that he's with another babe? Kiniko. Actually said that, yeah, something's boyfriend. The girl actually like, and even himself, he was just like he smiled. And the fact that the friend actually like, you know, tapped me to pass across that message, even if it was a situation whereby, oh, the girl that was sitting next to him was just like a random friend, and you know, there was nothing going on between them, but that just literally proved it. Like the fact that he tapped me, that I should comport myself, I should not cast them. I'm just like, sorry, I apologize, my brother, okay? I'm just like, oh, anyways. So I just greeted them, I moved on. The party was dope, the party was nice, everybody had fun, we went to. The next day, I had zero business in these people's room. It's a who I went to do. I did not need anything in their room. After I told Asha, and then at that point I was asking her that, oh, does she think it's fine for us to like tell her? Do you understand? Because my reason is because I don't see myself as being her friend, you know. Excuse me. I don't see her as being like I don't see myself as being a friend like that. I don't feel too okay telling her, right? And so now I'm asking her that, now that you know, as a roommate, at least you have like a little bit of like relationship and everything, that do you think is right? Do you think we should tell her and everything, sharp? And I guess so at this point that this sneaky girl put her mouth, because she was there. She got involved in the whole gist and everything, sharp. So by discussing the whole issue and everything, sharp, we all agreed that, okay, don't let us tell her that. If she should find out on her own, no problem. That let's just like, you know, let's just save her the heartbreak now. Do you understand? That was what we agreed on. That okay, we're not going to say anything to Jollof about her whole boyfriend scandal and stuff. So after that whole day, I carried my bag and I went back to my hostel. So maybe like few days after, I think I had a business in their hostel again or something. And yeah, I shall find myself in their hostel again. And then I can remember I was going in and Jollof was coming out. She was the first person I ran into, right? So now I'm like so excited to see this girl. I'm just like, hi. You know when you greet someone like proper greeting, like hi, all your teeth out, your hand up, waving, you know, waving properly. And it was like so obvious that, oh, you are greeting this girl. This girl literally just looked at me and she carried her face. Like she gave me zero acknowledgements. I was shook. You guys, I was highly embarrassed. I was very, very embarrassed. It was disastrous. And my expression was just that. I really had that expression of that, what's going on? Like me and you never had like any, beef prior that whole situation. Nothing like me that. I sure went into the room sharp. I was a little bit like turned off by that whole encounter outside. But when I got to the room, trust me guys, I didn't even discuss it at all. I just spoke to my friend and everything, sha. So now fast forward to when I was leaving the hostel and Snake was not in the room on that day. So fast forward to when I was leaving the hostel, my friend Cupcake was supposed to like escort me, sha. So I was walking, like Cupcake was walking me out of the hostel, and we ran into Jollof and her boyfriend Donkey. So apparently when I ran into Jollof earlier on as I was entering the hostel, she was walking outside to go and see her boyfriend. So now she's chilling with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend was also with his two other stupid minions, stupid friends. So I'm like, okay. So now we are walking on our own, and then they are just chilling by his car and stuff, sha. And as we were walking past them, I could hear from a distance his Jollof's stupid boyfriend actually made a statement, and it was like Sahara reporters. And just in case you guys don't know, throwing shade is my thing. Like subbing people and throwing shade is what I do for a living, okay? Like you can't even like sub me and you think I won't catch it or something. Do you guys understand? So as soon as I said that Sahara reporters, and my trust, mind you guys, this stupid Jollof girl, she was actually like she was kicking, like she was like stop. Girls are stupid, Then I could hear her, she was saying something like that, oh, that she's going to hear you, and then he was saying like, oh, he does not care. And then his minion friends were also like, like stupid boy shit. They were just like shouting, making noise and stuff. And me in my mind, I'm just like, what is going on? Like, just like I didn't get no memo. I didn't know that there was a fight going on. I didn't know that, like, I had no idea what was going on. So I was like a bit so confused, and I was very, very unsure of what was going on. That okay, are these people on drugs? What is going on? Like, is the only normal person in this hostel my friend? So now I turned to Cupcake and I'm asking her that, oh, that did you end up telling Jollof about the whole boyfriend scandal and everything? And she was like, no, that Shebi we agreed that we're not going to tell her. I'm like, yes, but did you hear what Donkey just said? I'm talking about the stupid boyfriend now. And then she's like, nah, like she didn't pay attention to them and everything. So I'm like, no problem. So anyways, that was the whole issue of the boyfriend. The boyfriend actually called me Sahara reporters. By the way, let me explain that part just in case you guys don't understand. Sahara reporters is like a media something sharp. Funny thing, it was before that whole issue. I didn't even know Sahara reporters was a thing. But like with the whole issue and with the way the girl acted towards me, like I just kind of like got the message. I just kind of like deciphered the sub, like okay, Sahara reporters might mean the fact that, oh, I reported him to the girlfriend, even though I didn't, but like I kind of like reported the whole situation of me catching him with a side chick to the girlfriend, or maybe the girl has finally found out or something. Do you guys understand? So it was later on that I found out that Sahara reporters is something like a media house in Nigeria. I don't even know what they do. I don't know, they are newscasters or something. So I got the message. I did. Fast forward to like later on that day, me, I was in my room, I was chilling, I was just like minding my business on my phone, and then I got a message from Cupcake, and then Cupcake was telling me that, oh, that she just like she had an encounter with her roommate Jollof, and Jollof was really like talking about the fact that that we were gossiping about her boyfriend cheating on her or something, that why didn't we tell her or something. I'm like, first of all, how did she find out? And now she told me, she was like, apparently Snake, after we all agreed that okay, we're not going to go and tell her, then Snake went to go and tell her that about the whole boyfriend issue.
had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
First of all, it was not even a gist to tell. Like, was it you that even saw the boy? No. But Snake went behind our back to go and tell the girl, and I guess the way she like kind of like gave the message was, you know, somehow it was almost as if we were gossiping about Tasha or everything. I don't even know. A couple people start telling me that, oh, that the girl is upset and the girl is really like, oh, saying stuff like, oh, why did I not tell her and everything and all that? Why did we have to gossip about her boyfriend cheating on her or something like that? I'm like, you guys, I was so confused. Almost at the same time I received a message from Cupcake. I actually got a message from Jollof too, and then she was kind of like just, you know, pouring out her heart, but she was very rude. She was very, very rude. The whole conversation, the way she was so salty with the whole conversation. I'm just like, bitch, who are you talking to? I think I even had to like put her in her place. I'm like, if you want to speak to me, yeah, I don't care if you're angry or anything, but like speak to me with respect, okay? Like, use your common sense as you're speaking to me. Talk to me nice, or you don't talk to me twice, right? She was like talking blah 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 blah, this is that, and I'm so sorry guys, I can't exactly get the messages that she actually like sent me, but like if I'm able to like include screenshots in this whole in the video, you guys will like, you know, get the point. Because I'm filming with my phone and I don't have like, and my sister's house, I don't have the phone that I used to use to check the whole screenshot and everything. But anyways, our own message was trying to like reach out to me that why didn't I come to her as a friend to come and tell her what was up and everything, that why did I have to spread her gist? Exactly, she was saying I was spreading her gist. I'm like, the only two people I told was your roommates and this stupid girl that was there, and it wasn't even a matter of like I was even asking for advice that okay, oh, I just feel like I'm not in the right position to let her know and everything, that because we're not that close and everything. That then she was saying something like, oh, she thought I was her friend. I'm like, I never knew we were friends. Me, I always saw you as okay, my friend's roommate, but like I never like, you know. So that was why me, I was respecting myself. And what was so funny is the fact that what I actually feared was going to happen was what you actually did by forgiving your stupid cheating ass nigga and actually like, you know, turning against me. So me, I'm like, what I actually feared is for that I didn't want a situation where, oh, I'll tell you your boyfriend is cheating on you, then you probably go and fight with him and he will tell you sorry and you take him back, then I'm going to seem like the bad guy. That was why I actually like decided to stay off drama. And which is so funny, the drama I tried to stay off is what you are dragging me into right now. Like, is that drama you're not like, you know, creating? I'm just there like, I don't even want no drama, sis. Like, so she like kind of like typed her message and everything. I also gave her my opinion, my reason why I didn't tell her and everything. I can't remember how the conversation ended. I went back to their room after this whole issue. This stupid Snake girl, she actually took the whole issue to her head. Like, the girl that was involved, that is Jollof, she was even like, oh, she would greet me, but it was just like cold. I mean myself, I was not even in a mood, okay? But this stupid Snake girl, she didn't even acknowledge me in that room, and she really took it to her head like, oh, this is proper beef. And I'm just there like, I don't understand. You are the one who did us dirty. Like, it was you who went to go and talk something we already agreed that okay, we're not going to discuss to the girl, and it's you that is vexing for us. It's you that is acting like you're cutting us off. Are we not supposed to be the ones to cut you off? I don't understand. Why are you cutting us off before we cut you off? Eva me roll now. Abi, is it just me? Is it just me? Like, the whole situation in the room now became a situation where like she was beefing my friend Cupcake. She stopped speaking to my friend Cupcake. Then she now started coming bomb with Jollof. She became really, really close with Jollof. She became like, I don't understand. And anytime the 2 times I was in the room, she refused to speak to me. She refused to acknowledge me and everything. I'm just like, you, this girl, you have issues though. You have big issues. Like, I really just looking at her, is this girl mad? Actually remember this gist here. I actually remember this gist. This Jollof girl actually messaged me recently, maybe like last 2 months. I'm not sure. She messaged me and then she was like, oh, she's sorry. She kind of like talked about the whole issue, and she kind of like had her own best interest at heart and stuff and everything, that she's sorry and she's like apologizing. And she shall also, she said something that she already spoke to Cupcake, my friend, and that one kind of like explained the whole issue and told her my reason for not coming to come and tell her directly. That is the whole issue of that I knew she was going to forgive her stupid boyfriend and act the way she did, which she actually did. So, and everything, that she's very, very sorry. So she like apologizing. I'm just like, and by the way, I already blocked them. I already like unfollowed them on Instagram, the two of them, both of them, and I already blocked them from my WhatsApp. So she kind of messaged me that, oh, I unfollowed her and stuff, that it's not supposed to be that deep and everything, that can you come. She started talking. Me in my head, I'm just like, when I actually got that message, I'm just like, boy. He just saying I should follow her back. I followed her back. Saying I should unblock her. I unblocked her. And it's very cool. But anyways, despite the fact that we seem to be on a cool wavelength right now, I still have to do my story time. Okay. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this far. This video is like so long already, and I'm filming this video very, very late in the night, which is why I cannot make too much noise because my sister is already sleeping. And yeah, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not. Give this video a big thumbs up. Also drop a comment down below if you have anything to say to me. And yeah, I guess with what I said, I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.